destructive might of the Dragon Rulers smashes on into the market. You guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Well, I gotta tell you, this is actually kind of interesting. Look, hey, look, Blaze, $77. Up, here we go. We've got Burner, the Dragon Ruler of Sparks, yeah, $25. Some of these babies are already gone, though. Reactant, Crater off the market for the QCRs. Blaster, $15. One Stream on the market for $30. You've got Lightning for $40. Tempest, or excuse me, Tidal coming at $25, sure. Tempest about $20, $26. And then Redox is only $14 back here. Poor guy, but I mean, that's just for your quarter centuries. I mean, what if we were to go to, Platinum and take a look at what's going on in this market? Well, Platinum's going to tell you a little bit of a different story down here. We got to scroll through all of those. I see a nice little friend at $6. Nothing really too crazy to start things off here, but $3 Dragon Rulers, more dollars, sure. Of course, little Burner, $2. For the most part, I mean, rarity upgrades, they're going to do things out here. And there's going to be a lot of people out here that are going to be pretty impressed with wanting to have these. So, what do you want me to tell you? You want me to tell you that, you should have picked up QCR Dragon Rulers and you had the chance? I mean, if you were an old format player, you were probably already on top of that. I'm not to say that I'm not surprised to see Dragon Rulers smashing out here and doing this, and also, leaving a comment down below when it'd be walking away with the booster pack as per usual. I'm not surprised to see that they made new Dragon Rulers. They were from that trailer last year. A lot of people were genuinely hyped for it. It's just what it is right now. Speaking of really dumb things to see today, Lost Art Super Rejuvenations have actually insanely bumped up this morning. These are now $10 a Super Rejuvenation. And I see that people were going crazy on these. Holy crap. Yeah, 12 wiped out at $8.39 a piece. So I guess congratulations to Super Rejuvenation. A card that literally says draw all the hand traps that you want out of your deck for zero, reason whatsoever, is just kind of bundled up here for you to get in. That's just the cost of Lost Arts right now, everybody. When you have a Lost Art that goes from literally, how much were these? Like, I guess to be fair, these were already like $3 to $6 back a couple of days ago. Yeah, surprise. I actually thought that these would have been near budget numbers, but surprisingly not. This card has always been a little bit of money at this point. Maybe there is something to this after all. So Super Rejuvenation, doing Super Rejuvenation things. Dark Arm Dragon, I want to put this in the spotlight, because there's always going to be those people that are going to look at the new Dragon Lore stuff, and they're going to go, oh my gosh, level 7 monsters. Is there a synergy to this? Do I need to... No, you don't. Realistically, I think it's cute that you can think about playing this card 107, 120, 125 on up to, near the $200 mark. We've seen this card doing its crazy, roundabout ways, 118, 122. You've not had any major sales on this. I think it's a cute method to try to do things in the deck, but I'm not really seeing too much with this. And of course we have the Heavenly Zephyr Miradora, your good old Starlight rare out here. I think that this is also a cute little thing to pick up for the Dragon Rulers, just because, once again, level 7 interactions. I mean, the activation effect this card's summon cannot be negated, or card specs cannot be negated. If your opponent special summons a monster with 2,000 or more attack from the extra deck, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if this card is special summoned from the hand, target one face of monster opponent could also special summon from the extra deck. Then your player can activate that monster effect so that monster's face up on the field. Just a 2,000 hand trap that you can, reflectively do. You've also got Phantasme out here as well, in terms of the niche department of interactions that you can do with things. So that's definitely interesting. Alrighty, what about Moon of the Closed Heaven? We've had all of this hype recently with Fiend Smith this, Fiend Smith that, Fiend Smith your mom. It's looking at all of this hype that has been generating around this. Like, one, I'm kind of impressed that this hasn't gone higher. But when you have a super rare floating at like $3 to $4, you also have to remember this card genuinely has other application in the game right now. This just isn't one of those, oh, hey, you know, it just, you can actually use it to link into Underworld Goddess using the opponent's stuff. I didn't say it was good, but it is one of those possibilities that you can actually do with things. All right. Triple Tactics Talents, the secret Pharaoh's rare out here. I'm kind of interested in this, considering that I get a 56er here, a 104. You know, you bump up to the $125 mark out here. You can also get a, what is this, a CGC 10 for $140. Interesting choice of things to get graded, but you know, I see you, community. I don't know, people are looking at like their other forms of max rarity cards to look at, because they're like, oh, you know, I don't want Quarter Century, I don't want Starlight. What about a secret rare Pharaoh's rare? I guess. Artifact Sanctum, this is something that you need to be keeping an eye on right now, because Lancia has been major discussion points out here. I do see that we've got secrets coming in about $8 to $9. I see our ultras are kind of starting to reflect a little bit out here, like the $6 mark. You've got ultras from Armageddon, 50 cents. Sure, we've got other ultras coming in at dollars. And then, of course, I see some lower rarity commons from the Beware of Trap Tricks coming in at like 25, 30 cents. Interesting. I like me some value. Looking pretty good. We've also got Starfire. Starfire actually shattered my heart, man. This thing has hit $18 for some reason. All right, like the Link Toolbox deck has been fading off into the sunset. Like we're watching it just kind of go away. Like the Fiend box, it's not doing too necessarily well, but when you look at the top end, well, first of all, the low end down here, 106 listings, looks like still doing fine at like 20 cents. But this secret rare, packing in some decent numbers out here, man. Like 18, 19 onwards up to $20. And then you're hitting like the $23 mark out here for this? Like, come on, man. I definitely did not expect to see these numbers being had here, but okay, Gellenduo. Oh boy, you know, we have all this little fallout that was kind of rolling on through here with the Black Friday stuff. I think this was the thing that kind of caught my attention the most. I don't know what it is. Gellenduo definitely checks all the marks for the older format application, because it can't be destroyed by battle. When the card's controller takes any damage, this thing pops. But if you attribute summon a light fairy type monster, you can treat this as 2 tributes for the tribute summon, which was always really cool. It was basically a mini Spear Reaper at home that you were able to kind of chum block with, and I greatly appreciate the effort this card had. But yeah, you're looking at 21 onwards up to like $30 for this thing right now, which is kind of stupid to think about out here, but you know, that's just kind of what we're looking at out here. I also want to deep dive back into crossover breakers here for a second. You know, we've been following the fluctuating values of this set every single day. Something on the high-end spectrum is bumping around, and it's always it's cool to check in. I do see that the Malice P White Rabbit is about to hit $350. Do you actually know how insane that is right now? To see that you might have this card breaking those numbers. Like, holy crap. Field Spell bumping underneath 200 for one listing. That's actually kind of impressive. Ice coming in about 179 to 190. Sword coming in about 160 to 170. I see we've got a bump down on that. Dead Namer coming in about 235. Okay, that's pushing down. We've also got EX coming in about 230. Okay. You got a 170 Malice Q. How is this mod play? Okay. I also see Duo Drive coming in about 110. And then, of course, White Rabbit, 105. This has not changed at all. Dormouse coming in about 88. So that's interesting. That's kind of pushing down here. But just a little bit of an idea as to what's going on with this. So we had Dragon Rollers today. We had the insane craziness that was Skull Servants, literally the other day. We have, you know, we have a live stream in literally, like, I think it's 7 days coming up. It'll be from next Saturday or next Friday going forward. So that's going to be something else for you to think about out here as well. The news is going to be ramping up very, very strongly here for this. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.